What would smart people be without dummies? Well, not as smart, because we wouldn't care if everyone were smart. Well, but life would probably be better. Maybe that's what gorillas think of us, so like, we're the dumb ones, you're the smart ones. But it's not working out well for you. I got this zoo where I get fed every day and don't have to work at all, and can propagate my line. What do you guys got? Oh, you got credit card debt. That's what you got. So who's really the monkey? Us. That's it. Alright, so I'm gonna do this. And I'm just gonna
Do anything all at once?
Oh yeah, I can move.
Do you want to
Oh yeah. It's a lot though, it's 15 hearts. It's a lot, so really what I want to do is get here, and then... gotta thread the needle!
get hacked into pieces?
Alright, oh, and then Medusa. Oh, then Medusa. Oh, then Medusa. Oh,
You're stuck.
I'm stuck. Okay. Nope. Okay. There we go. Okay. Oh, good. That actually flipped. That's nice. Okay. Just fall. Just fall. Just fall. Okay. In theory, this is going to work. And I'm pretty sure a save is pretty close to like the outside of this room.
Yeah.
So we should be fine.
That'd be good, because I'm sure this is a riveting gameplay.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Is everyone having a great, wonderful time here?
Our hopefully two viewers.
One of them is which is us.
Which is us.
Hey, that's all right.
I'm having a great time watching this.
Thank you. It's so great that I'm so awesome at Castlevania Requiem Platinum Edition. Let me know how the Holy Water works out for you. That's right, it's working really great. Yeah, it is working really great. I'm so glad to be your first viewer tonight. Well, first viewer, can you call us and tell us some subjects you'd like to talk about? Yeah, I'd like to talk about acne and how best to get rid of it. Well, I can't help you there. I only had big zits every once in a while when I was a teenager. My skin
I
was
didn't
awesome.
really have the acne either.
You know why? Because milk does a body good.
I also drink milk. I drink a lot of milk. Tons and tons of milk. Yep. I still drink tons of milk.
Yeah.
I go through 2 gallons in a week. And I'm the one that drinks most of it.
Yeah, wow.
I pound it. And it's whole milk, bro. Whole milk.
There was a time I did whole milk. I don't know what it is, and maybe that is some reason why I did lose some weight. I don't drink milk as much. I mean, I do love milk, you know, and I can drink it, but I'm not going through it very fast, because I'm not eating as much cereal and stuff, and I'm not doing shakes.
Oh, yeah, with cereal too.
And so,
Well, I'm just drinking it, just right out of the jug.
Well, I do that too, I just don't do it as much, because I'm not eating the things that, like, usually require milk, you know? And I do drink a fair amount of water. So, yeah. And oat milk is actually really good. If you like, I don't know if there's any benefits other than like lactose and stuff like that. But I do like the taste.
I hate all that kind of stuff. I hate it.
Have you tried it?
Oh, yes. And almond milk and coconut milk and every other kind of milk. I
Almond milk's
hate it.
okay.
I hate it, Cam.
No soy.
I hate it with all my heart. I wish it would die.
But I do like the oat milk, and I will drink the oat milk just regular
Cool, okay.
too.
I'm out. Now,
Who's up?
pray for a save points. We're saying a prayer for our video games. You think God cares about it? Probably not. But he does want me to be happy. So maybe he does.
Yeah, you think there's video games in heaven?
Oh, I hope so. Heaven is the video game. What do you mean? Like, we'll be gods, right? And we'll be creating stuff. You know I'm creating a Dragon Ball Z world. That's so blasphemous. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's so bad.
I don't know if
Pokemon.
that's how it works.
That's what me and my
But who knows?
brother-in-law always talk about is Pokemon, a world of Pokemon. Yeah, because like, what technology are we gonna like? Could like, if well, you know the whole burrito joke? It's like It's like it's really a philosophy question. Like, can God make a burrito so hot he himself can't eat it?
That's from Simpsons.
Yeah, it's really dumb, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is like, well, could God, and I know this is dumb and nerdy, but it's okay. But could he make a Pokeball? Like, could he make something that you throw in an animal, and then the animal digitizes, and then sits in the ball, and then you throw it out, and it is the thing? Could we do that? I mean, we're kind of doing that with the chips, right?
Yeah.
Like, kind of. Not the same idea, because it's like not your flesh that's being digitized, but
Am I on mute?
your brain, right? Is that too far off? I don't know.
I good.
Yeah.
Okay. I clicked a button and I kind
Yeah,
of messed up.
so you're on mute if it's blinking.
Okay, it's blinking.
Yeah.
Sorry,
If
everybody.
so you hit the mute button, it blinks, so no one should hear me now. Now everyone should hear me.
Yeah, that was just me. I was just kind of moving around in my thumb. I'd say my fat thumb, but I don't have a lot of fat stuff on me. Just my
I'm skinny.
Just-
Rub it in.
just my belly.
rub it in. Yeah, your belly. I'm 250 pounds. I have lost 6 pounds though.
Hey, good job.
Yeah, since the beginning of the school year.
That is quite a bit.
Yeah.
Because to put it in perspective, that's almost 100 pounds more than me now.
Yeah.
I've lost.
Yeah.
I was 165 this morning.
That's cool, bro.
And
Good job, because you were 190 when we first met.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
I actually looked at you the other day and I'm like, yeah, he's doing good.
Taft
He's
noticed.
doing good. Well, Taft, holy crap, Taft.
He lost weight
He
too.
lost so much weight. Well, I'm actually doing what he's doing now, so I'm only eating I'm trying to only eat 1,200 calories,
Oh,
and
that
then
is
I'm also doing the intermittent fasting too. So I only
Yeah.
eat from 4 to 10 at night,
Yeah.
and then the rest of the day I don't eat. And I just drink water.
Yeah. Well,
And so I've lost, what has it been? 2.5 weeks. I've lost 6 pounds.
Yeah.
So,
1,200
and
calories
I
is,
feel like
that's way too little, man. You need to,
I'm gonna do it until I starve to death. It's working. Well, and the thing is this is what I actually do. So I give myself a cheat day.
Yeah.
And so Saturday and I don't gorge, but I have Slurpees and I eat.
Yeah.
And what I eat though too is still sustaining. So it's bread. So I still eat bread. I try to eat, and I'm honestly, it's I plan for 1,200. I'm probably really eating 15.
Yeah.
So it's but so I don't feel bad at all. Because you're right, you can go way too far and then your body just starts hoarding any food that you give it, and then it actually does the opposite of what you're thinking it's gonna do.
I mean, when I was using the Lose It app to track my calories, and
I should do that again.
it is helpful. 'cause-
Wow.
Yeah. And you didn't get to a save point,
Wow.
or you did?
I did.
Okay.
That guy wrecked me.
He just Wolverine clawed your face,
Yep. He just was I don't care who you are.
and he's like, I don't care about your diet talk,
I don't care about your stupid diet.
and so does the Streamiverse.
Hey,
And if that word hasn't
Diet-
been used, then I
diet-
created it. You hear that, internet?
diet streams, they make so much money. So much
Do they?
money. Yeah. And YouTube diet because everyone wants it, right? And everyone's just do these 5 easy steps and it's okay, guys, people know how to make money. That's really what it is. That's honestly for me, because we kind of get in conversations about capitalism and socialism.
Yeah.
That is something I don't really care for about capitalism. Is it's we are very greedy in this country, and I think our prosperity has made us greedy, even though I still believe in the system, but it's we've taken it to the farthest extreme, and it sucks. And I don't even mean people making money. That's not even what I'm saying. I'm saying someone on YouTube knowing how to make money, so they, oh my gosh, I got stuck in a loop.
I thought
And,
those skeleton heads are just background.
oh no.
But you can't kill them?
No, you can.
Oh.
Oh, the skulls going up and down I can't kill.
They still
that's
hurt
just
you?
a barrier. Yeah, they still hurt me.
That's
Yeah.
stupid.
I know, but I think it's actually the only enemy that's like that. Actually, it's the only one that you can't actually kill.
So it's invincible.
Basically, yeah.
So
So
makes,
that's what everyone should be, right?
yeah, that makes all the
Like that's
bosses pretty
immortality.
lame.
Yeah.
That's,
I mean, even Dracula can
that's
die.
dumb. Anyway, sorry, I distracted you from
No,
a thought
you're fine.
about. That's why I think. That's why when people talk about, like, kids ask about capitalism, how it doesn't work, I'm just like, well, one, we haven't ever.
It absolutely works.
We haven't practiced it for I don't know how long, and
Right.
two, that's why I would suggest using the term free market better than capitalism.
Sure. Yeah.
And that nobody really reads the other part of, not that I have extensively, but the other part of Adam Smith's.
Wealth of Nations.
Yeah, Wealth of Nations is about the attitude behind it instead of what you're talking about, the ultimate greed that people have become.
Yep. Well, it's just like I've talked about. It's like that's how we're gonna do this stream. Is it's like, okay, there's 4 jobs that need to be done. One job is like the cost, so like the computer, the internet. That's one job, right? And then another job is playing. So I'm doing those 2 things. And then another job is the co-host. So that's like you and Tyler. And then another job is editing. So it's like if we make money, I'm gonna evenly split it between those 4 things, and however much work. So like if I'm playing and editing,
5% of this right now.
yeah, like if no, you're more than 5%, but it's like I'm gonna give
5.1.
like if I cut it up into like things, it's like okay, I'm doing 2.5 jobs, so I'm gonna get 2.5 of the pay of the 4 parts, and then you guys are gonna get equally distributed of the 1.5 that's left over.
Yeah.
Or if Tyler, because Tyler's editing. Oh my gosh,
Shmoo.
Tyler's editing too, so then he'll get, maybe 75, and you'll get I don't know however it works out, right? He'll get 1, and then you'll get 0.5 of it. So whatever it is, and it's like, it's not. But if we all equal parts, then we all would earn the same money. And I feel like the free market is great and works. Like, I feel like Christ in his government is still going to use the free market. The thing is like, but the way that but because we're going to be one, like the city of Enoch, there won't be poor among us. And and that'll be accomplished because it's like,
economic system does that look like? Would we either call it economy at that point? Or just,
maybe not necessarily, because it would just be like, well, we all have needs, everyone's needs are met, and then a lot of our wants are met. But it would be like, okay, you love the jazz. I kind of think of it like this. You love the jazz. You maybe want to sit courtside at a game. We'll provide you a courtside seat for a game. You and your family. And then I'll get to go do that and to spend that time with my son and my kids and my wife. And it's like, cool. And I wouldn't have to spend 50 grand to do it. Like, and then more people would get to do that. So I wouldn't be able to hoard. It's like no one would be able to hoard the resources that they create. And because we would love each other so much, I know, man, look at all that health, my health, man. I'm getting just destroyed.
Yeah.
Because we love each other, we wouldn't even think of taking such a hit on someone's needs or wants, even, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of how I look at it or think of it. That's what makes sense to me. Because it's like you're kind of stuck. I'm stuck between 2 thoughts, right? It's like I don't have any problem that Elon Musk makes a lot of money. Like he provides this service, people pay for the service, and off we go. Cool. I don't have any issue with that. But if I'm saying, okay, if I'm taking him aside and be like, you know what would be really generous if you figured out ways to use that money instead of just hoarding it. And it's like, but it still has to be his choice. And that's the rub, right? I'm not going to take someone's choice away. Like, I pay my fast offerings because I want to be generous. People don't need to tell me how much I pay, and I'm not going to tell other people how much they should pay either. It's out of the generosity of my own heart. And if we were all generous like that, I think it could work. But and then that's where Democrats are like, well, no, you have to compel people to do that because they won't do that naturally. And it's like, I think they will do it naturally if that's how our culture was.
And if you provided the culture for them, and also if you change the way people thought about money.
All those things are true.
And taxes, especially, and all of this. So I mean, you can't have one before the other.
Yeah, and you can't, and you can't make real blanket statements, right? Because even what I'm saying is kind of a blanket statement.
It's interesting that the people that are asking for this are usually the least charitable.
Yeah, I know, right?
And so it's just like,
isn't that like the biggest kick in the teeth about it?
What makes you think that you know how best to distribute? For charity's sake. Other people's money.
Who are you to say that? If you were so great, why aren't you able to? Why aren't you able to make it yourself? Why aren't you Elon Musk doing all this charity?
I mean, and a lot of these people, and it doesn't matter what political side you're on, have mostly been in government and mostly made their money through government, which means that they actually haven't had to perform really any service.
Right, like Bernie Sanders.
Other than,
oh my gosh, that guy's such a joke.
Talking about what they can sell people, because that's easy to tell people, I'm going to go and do this for them.
Or whose money they can take.
Yeah, but, and even if they don't say
I'm
that,
going to take all their money and do this with it.
They don't even have to say that. They could just say, hey, wouldn't you like less taxes, and I'll tax this guy. We don't even have to say take. It's just like, wouldn't you like to work less and still have your employer pay your health care? Wouldn't you like the government to take the health care? And you could say all these things, right? And never actually even have to talk about taxes or taking money from somebody.
Right.
And who wouldn't want to hear that? And then you don't even have to perform. Right. Because all you have to say is, well, the other guys wouldn't let me do that.
Right.
So guess what you need to do?
Right.
You need to put me back in. And I mean,
and that's what Stalin did. That's exactly Stalin's playbook, to a T. The funny thing is that I was watching a clip, and it was of Hassan. I think it's Piker. Is how you say his name? It's the Young Turks, Chank's nephew. And him and Charlie Kirk were at a debate, and Charlie Kirk was, defending, these ideas, and he started bringing up the Nordic countries, and it was like, so correctly, Charlie Kirk's like, those aren't socialist countries. Like, they have more freedom as far as a freedom index than we do. Like, they actually have less, like, taxes and all this stuff, and it's like, and so like when Bernie Sanders would say, well, let's be Democrat socialists, like they literally had to come and tell him, stop saying that, we're not socialists.
They made videos about it. I watched one, I think. And the funny thing is, it's like while at the same time, it's like they have socialistic programs, so they have healthcare and that kind of stuff. And so do we. It's like, and the thing is, what's so funny, and this is where I kind of like, I'm trying to figure out like what people are saying or like what's actually happening in the world. Because it's like, well, every time America tries to do anything like that, we always fail. So like the VA is a good example. Like we failed. Like, so for whatever reason, we don't know how to do a social, oh my gosh. We don't know how to do a socialistic program the right way. So it's like, I just don't think
there's an argument to be made that like we should be doing it differently. Because it's like, I don't agree with the thought that there are no programs that can exist. So like Italy, for example, apparently their socialized healthcare is very good. Now, who's saying it's very good? I don't know. That's the other problem. I haven't studied it myself. I have no clue. But am I going to run from it though because it's socialism or socialistic? Also no. Like I want to investigate it. I want to see, because like Canada's doesn't work. But if your only argument is, well, let's not do Canada's, it's like, okay, yeah, let's not, because it sucks. But is there a different one that we could do? Well,
California, Massachusetts, you can look at all those things, right?
Well, and are those all the same as Italy? I don't know.
No,
like,
but
and
I
that's
mean,
kind of my
the
point.
people that like them are the people that don't really have to pay into it, and they can just walk into a doctor's office and be like, "Hey, look at that! I got my medicine for my flu." But then you go in for something really drastic, and you just be like, "I got cancer," and they just be like, "Well, we'll put you on the list."
Well, and that's what I mean. Is that every country that's doing this? Is that how everyone works?
Well,
because if it is, like, and look, I'm not actually saying that it's not. I'm just saying I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
You'd have to look at it to it and see how
that's
every
all.
different
That's
region.
Yeah.
And then a lot
that's
of it,
all I'm saying is like we should look at it.
A lot of it is population too.
Yeah, true. Because what is Norway? Well, it's what 3-4 million people, right? And I could be way wrong, but it's not a lot. I mean, it's like we have states bigger than Norway.
We have cities, probably.
And they're all for sure. I bet Los Angeles is bigger than Norway, right? And New York, and so we not only are 5.4, so that's smaller than Colorado.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't Colorado like 8?
I think so.
And so definitely smaller than California. California is 10 Norways. And then the other thing is too is they're very homogeneous. Is it genius or genus? Like they're very like they're the same. They're the same. And like to say that doesn't matter would be false. It does matter. Like it matters a lot actually.
Italy's larger, but I mean still there are only 59. That's
And so that's what I mean is it's just
similar,
like
I think.
What's so
38.
hard. Yeah.
I mean that's
that's less than California.
That's roughly 10 times less than America.
I will say though
that
the system that we have, I would say also doesn't work.
Well, yeah,
and that's what's hard about it.
Because government has gotten so far into it. Like, I don't know when government got a hold of healthcare. Instead of having doctors be their own entrepreneur, right? Like, you don't have that for attorneys, where the government is just like, okay, let's get attorney insurance for everybody, and everybody has to have attorney insurance in case something happens. Right. We have car insurance, but that's a lot different. But that's still problematic because it's not. Is it portable through states? You have to get different places.
Well,
I think it's more portable.
It didn't save me. Like the Saturn got rammed when I was taking my hunter's safety, the shooting test. It got just destroyed on the driver's side. The guy left a note, and then he didn't have insurance. So then he was like, okay, just wait so that I can go get insurance. So he wanted me to lie. He wanted me to commit fraud. And then I called him and was like, okay, the deductible is $1,000. So like, I'll just do it on my insurance, but you will pay the deductible. He told me the F off and he hung up. And it's like, so what did it save me? Like, I am out $1,000 because some moron hit my car, didn't have insurance, wanted me to commit fraud, and then pretended like he was doing the right thing. It's like, are you like? So what did this do for me? Like, me having insurance, I guess, gave me a check, but like the car didn't get fixed because it wouldn't have fixed the car. Like I was still $1,000 short, and so I then needed to spend $1,000. It's like, no, this. So
that's the point of deductibles and premiums, right?
Yeah, and it just hurts me anyways. But that is what's hard is like someone who's like really suffering like medically. Because like me getting hit by the car is like, oh yeah, a sad story. And it's like, yeah, I get it. Like it's not as sad as someone dying from cancer. But it's like, the thing is that I don't have the answer either. And the funny thing is we think these politicians do, and they don't.
No, because I mean that's the problem is that they think because they're smarter, more capable than everybody else. But I mean, if you listen to them,
and it's both sides. Like it's not. I don't think either of us are pretending like it's just. No, it's everyone. Like they both suck, and they both have. Oh my gosh, how many? I thought for sure 3 would have done it.
Because for the most part, I mean, they may talk a good game, but once they get to that swamp, I mean, it's a swamp.
Yeah, they alter it and they become swamp monsters themselves.
Yeah, because apparently you can't do anything. I mean, here it's just horrible, and that's one of the guys I listened to. When he interviewed guys that are going to go in there, he's like, "How's your soul?"
Yeah.
Because, you know, you can have the goodest intentions of the best soul, but once you get there, and I mean, the conspiracy about them being young and eating, you know, eating children, I don't know. It might be more.
There might be more to it.
Likely. I mean, look at how old these people are and how long.
I mean, let's talk about a controversial character, Alex Jones. He said that people were sacrificing children to gods, like to demons. Yeah, and to like to, you know, because they wanted to stay young forever, and they wanted to like, and then they, you know, so. I mean, that's crazy, but if you believe in God, we do believe in demons. Mm-hmm. And that's always a hard subject for me to broach or to understand myself, because I'm like, yeah, demons exist if you believe in God, but, you know, Satan probably has his hooks in so deep that, like, he doesn't need to possess people, because, like, he's already winning. But, I mean, so Michael knows, he brings on Catholic priests, and they're like, they have said that they straight up are seeing people like The Exorcist. Like that they've gone and seen people crawling on walls. And it's like, okay, like because I don't know why they would be lying. Not really. Like why would this priest in this interview be lying about the things they saw? And it's like, I mean, I guess they could.
Would it drum up conversion to Catholicism? That you can keep that at bay?
I don't think so, right? It's like, because I don't think it's like, because like there's, I mean, I've walked into rooms like where you're like, there's something wrong here. Like there's something, and I don't know what it is, but like where I felt like just what feels like the opposite of God in a room or in a, you know, in a setting or like with a person. It's like, There was a story I remember reading about a police officer who, same kind of idea, where he was like, he went into a house and the spirit told him, do not trust the devil behind his eyes. Like he had that, like something told him that in his brain, and he looked around and the guy like that he had just passed, like the spirit was like, you need to do something. He's gonna kill you. Like that was like the thought process. And like so he, you know, took care of business, and he's still alive. And it's like, whew, you hear stuff like that, and it's like, okay, like where does it actually go? Like, is it real? Is it not? Do I believe in necessarily like hauntings? Maybe, no. I don't know. It's like you watch The Chosen, right? And Mary, it's like, do we believe that stuff could still happen? Well, if I believe in Christ and the Bible, you know, there's plenty of those kinds of stories in the Bible. So you,
like
yes,
Legion and stuff like that.
Yeah, right. Like, so I guess my answer would have to be yes. Would it not? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Those things are the worst.
They're also a direct rip-off character from the Beauty and the Beast machine. That,
well, it's actually
the dad makes.
Yeah,
it looks exactly the.
Well, and he's supposed to be those characters are supposed to be from the Wizard of Oz. So they're actually called Tin Man, Scarecrow, and Lion.
Oh yeah, okay, I see.
But obviously, like a demonic version of. But you're right; it looks just like it. I don't know what to do with them though. Like because now I don't have very many hearts. That's the problem. It's like I used them all in that stupid room.
So can you just walk around and collect them?
Yeah, I mean I could do that and then go in like that.
Just go back and forth.
Yeah, I could do that, but I'm not going to do that. Off screen. Yeah. Off screen, I'll do that. If we get stuck, I will do this off screen. I really thought we were gonna get done with it today, but these at least don't. They just jump over me. So maybe they were like, well, these idiots are just gonna do this, so we have to actually make you do something. But then it's like my backswing is what hits them. Oh my gosh. These are so stupid. So dumb.
It's just a dumb looking thing.
So creepy too. It's
I
like
mean,
he's like impaled.
Think about what it is, but for the most part, it's just, I mean, at least for, I probably should look at this screen, but because I'm kind of looking at you, I look at that screen, and it's much smaller.
Oh, I
certainly don't look at the mini one.
Oh,
So,
I was hoping.
eventually, we should probably put our video up here.
We'll get to 200. That was the goal, everybody. 200.
I think we need to, like, just make up that there was 105 people that also.
Maybe we should just do that. How much work that would probably take. So bad.
So I'll just say,
Is that fraud?
well, we'll just make it up.